We wanted to start fast, and this game didn't get that done. So we got to look at why that is. But yeah, you can start to see the rhythm again in the second half. Similar to kind of, how we got in that 2-minute drive 2 weeks ago. So got to look at that and figure out why that is. But some real good play by Marvin Harrison, and we needed that, because they were putting a lot of guys in the box and left the middle of the field open at times, and we took advantage of that in the second half. This is an exciting team to be around. I think the most exciting part of it is we haven't even reached where we can be, so we got to keep building and growing. But one of the things that you're starting to see about this team is we don't panic. If it's not going quite right, we're going to keep pushing forward. And maybe in the past it was like, okay, if things weren't going well in the first half, if it wasn't like the scoreboard wasn't turning over every couple of drives, everybody would start getting panicky. I think these guys have some poise. They've played some games, and counting on that experience to pay off here in October and November. Made some nice throws. Wishes he had some back, but yeah, I thought played well there. I don't know what exactly the numbers were in the second half, but that's what our expectations are, and I know he wants to be great, and we'll look at it and try to get better. But and then with Mecca, they're evaluating him now. Doesn't seem like something major, but I don't really have much of an answer for you right now. Yeah, I think Kyle would say the same thing. Had a hard time early on getting to a rhythm, and as a coach, I got to try to help him and figure out how I can help with that. And then, whatever it is, whether we got to have him go run a few laps before we play the first drive or whatever it is, we'll find a way to get him into a rhythm, because you can see the talent is there, the ability's there, but he cares a lot, and as coaches, we'll help him get there.
Early on, I feel like missed some opportunities, or saw just a second late. So that's nobody else but myself, and that's just the area I have to continue to grow on, and continue to find ways to start fast. Because if we could replicate what we did in the second half, but just do that in the first half, I think that's a completely different game, and a lot of that starts with me. So I think the biggest thing with the deep ball is just seeing it early. And then getting a good pre-snap look and giving myself an idea of what I'm going to do with the ball pre-snap. That way I can get those balls out, just a hair quicker and hit them on the run. Yeah, I think that's always kind of been my personality, just cool, calm, collected. But, I think there's definitely a balance to it. I think at times you need to be that kind of fiery leader and light a fire under the guys, get them going. But then, when things don't look great and, we're kind of spinning our tires a little bit, then, be that calming voice, be like, all right, we're good. We just need to stick to what we do and, get this thing rolling. Obviously, that's probably the biggest area I'm going to try to focus on for next week, is just starting fast and getting to that rhythm, not trying to overthink, plays. And, I feel like sometimes, especially early on, you want to make, the perfect read and the perfect throw, whatever. But, playing quarterback, you almost have to just let the game come to you. And if a shot's there, take it. Don't force it. If they drop out of there, you got to take something underneath. Be fine with that, and just kind of get into the flow of the game. And then I think once you do that, everything kind of slows down a tick. It's just starting faster, I think, has to be a point of emphasis this week, and not trying to kind of feel your way into the game, just come out swinging. I think that has to be a point of emphasis for us this week. But at the same time, as crazy as it may sound, I think things like that are almost good for us in the long run. We know if we're in a tie game at halftime, not to panic, and just to continue to stick to our fundamentals, stick to our rules, and eventually, something's going to pop. And that's what happened. Even in the second half, when they went down and scored, nobody panicked, nobody was freaking out. We knew exactly what we needed to do, and that was get the ball down and score. And once we got that little bit of momentum, just keep it rolling in the second half. But I think the biggest thing, just talking for myself and the offense, is just starting fast.